Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome to Planet Zoo. Thank you for joining me. Brand new game, just released less than a day ago, I guess. Very, very new. I was actually not planning on playing this, but certain things changed my mind, and I'll share more there. That's me, by the way, over here in Singapore. That guy. You see the mouse there? That guy. He's actually waving at us. Thank you for joining. Who do we have on the stream? We have Jay, Simple Sim, Alex, Bandit, and Tom, and Caribbean Sweet. Thank you guys for joining. We are so excited to play this game when you get home. Oh, I can definitely relate. Hey Jack, yarr! No guns, no guns here. We have some friends who have just come over from a hunting session, so we have to check them for any firearms left in their pockets. But. Hey Thor, thanks for joining, man. I was supposedly going to fly today, but I was there's been this thing that was bothering me, and I really wanted to check Planet Zoo out. So here we are. And what finally pushed me over was Captain Arianus posting about Planet Zoo. I was like, okay, let's do this. So it's basically FOMO, which did me in. But no, I was in contact with Frontier, and I was trying to get a key for it for the longest time, but I think the channel was either not big enough, or I did not have enough sandbox related content like Planet Coaster, Jurassic Park. So maybe my channel was not an exact fit, so they did not really grant me a key. But still, I want to try it out, so what the heck, I bought it. I even bought the deluxe edition. Go all in. So let's do this. Lion! Lining up the... No. No weapons, no weapons. Seen the map of Utah, and I think it's too small. It is not as big as the other states, but I think what they don't have in quantity in terms of miles, they made up for quality in terms of landmarks and other special sceneries. So yeah, I think it more than makes up for it. And I think in reality it is really like that. Utah is not a big state as far as I am aware of, but I'm not aware of much. So take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go into career mode first, go through the tutorial. I like going through the tutorial. Some people don't like reading the manuals. I'm the type who likes to read the manuals and get everything, know about everything first before I step in. I'm that kind of guy, not one of the cool dudes who just jumps straight through. But I like it. So, let's do this together. I tried this a bit. Hopefully, my system can handle it. I am currently at ultra settings, and so far my system has been okay. I updated my graphics driver and everything, so we'll see if I can sustain, if the system can sustain that level of requirements. Scotsman first! How was Amsterdam? Yes, I bought the game. I couldn't believe it myself. But yeah, I'm a changed man. Look at that. Look at that beautiful visuals. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, and hope you enjoy the trip.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah.
Stream starting at 7 instead of 8. PST hype.
Slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s.
No shooting.
But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you into the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Beautiful graphics, huh? Man, a proper
Hello
AAA
there.
game.
From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm
been a while.
guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on.
I will
But
need your help,
before we
guys.
begin the real work, how about
To restrain
we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and
the
visiting some
hunters
of our
in the
beautiful
stream.
animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Some wolves in sheep's clothing. Not helping. Denied. Yeah, DST hype for our friends in the US and in Europe. What was that? Spring forward, fall back. I know it. Alright, so let's go and start with the basics. Camera movements. How's the stream so far? That might not be 60 frames, but it shouldn't be that bad either. Maybe around 30, more or less.
Did you
Maybe
know
sometimes
that
it goes
grizzly
60.
bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year? Oh, but then
This bear
again,
doesn't look
given the
too
chance,
healthy.
I think a lot of people would do that too.
Is this how animals look like here?
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
Where's the real thing? Oh, the real guide. Spot the bear. Spot the bear. I had this happen to me as well a while ago. Spot the bear. That's one, right? That's easy. Look at him swim. Look at that cute little fella. Well, it's not little. Super cute. Find the other one though. Find the other one. You see him? Bear looks like we shotgunned it. Oh no, also known as deaded. Do you see it? Yeah, yes. I'm not sure if that's intentional, but probably not. Oh, look at that poor guy. Yeah, the graphics is amazing though. If you disregard the clipping, and it does look quite a bit painful in that spot. Maybe we leave him behind. He's probably having some alone time there. Let's go for this guy. He looks healthier. Yeah. So what do? Enter the camera.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The
Lots of
most
different
important
stats.
thing being its
Hey, Chi.
overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But
Glad to
for
see you here,
now,
man.
Let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why
Thanks
don't
for joining.
You select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
And hope you find this a relaxing stream. Oh, look at that! He actually
See,
poses
now,
for
this
us.
is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also
Beautiful.
get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Is it a him or a her?
Okay, when you're ready, let's
Can't
pop
see.
over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Lions. Well, I can go with that. The interesting thing here, I've been watching some videos and it looks like they go into so much detail that each animal looks quite different. There are minor differences in the appearances. Maybe one has a bigger snout or something, and then if they can get like scars and wounds, stuff like that. That's what I heard at least, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Hey, Nick, thanks for dropping by, man. Yeah, and thanks for the tweet as well. Looks like we are both into this game.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride, although prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome.
Rawsome.
Which is precisely why I
Love
am
it.
training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to an empty habitat and see what needs doing there.
GG, Nick. Thanks a lot for the resub. 5 months now. Awesome stuff. 1 more month and you get that silver fancy badge. Yeah, there's a bit of clipping issue. They seem to be too close. They might be doing something we should not be showing here. Let's try and focus on something else. That might be a Discovery Channel moment. If you get what I mean. I just used the default settings. It's currently in Ultra. Let me show you. So I have a GTX 1070 in a Ryzen 1600. Right now, it is being taxed almost to the brim. So let me know if you encounter some stream slowdowns, and we will tone it down. But if you're just playing this and not streaming, it should be fine for you. Yeah, Ultra preset has been selected by default. I guess it auto-detects somehow. But you can customize it. A couple of different customization options there. I'm not going to go into detail on that just yet. Thought they fixed all these issues.
Lovely space for animals, but it's missing a
Apparently not, huh?
something. Well, two somethings. Warthogs.
Warthogs.
So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Right here below.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Adopt from the side menu.
4 and 5
the animal
years
exchange will be
old.
full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works.
A male and
The
female.
last thing I need is you accidentally ordering
Okay.
a dozen elephants.
Waiting in trade center. We send him to the zoo. We place him in here. Looks pretty straightforward. And do
When
the
you
same
adopt
for
an
this
animal,
female.
It's automatically placed in a trade center where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
So this is the trade center.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver
That's the
them to
guy.
your selected habitat.
Let's follow him
Mark
around.
the trade center's location. So let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
That box, inside that box is the
Well, as you
warthog
can see,
we
those
adopted.
caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible.
They are
Of course,
fast
normally
runners.
we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat. But I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health.
He looks very happy,
Let's
huh?
get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each
Ta-da!
animal in the zoo has an overall
Whoa.
welfare statistic, basically how
Nice.
happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you
Wow.
select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed.
Lots
Don't
of
worry if
stats
that's a
here.
lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Yeah, I will need to review that later. Checks
Let's
wind direction. No,
start
no,
by
no, no,
making
no.
sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now,
Use high preset.
each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So
Okay.
let's add one of those and a water bowl.
That guy. Okay, so let's just place that here somewhere in the middle. That's the food trough, and this is the water bowl.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll
Did she
around
just
in.
say
That
stimulation?
bath will count towards
Okay.
their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Jay's going to have a field day there. Hey da, thanks for joining, man. How are you? High preset gives you good FPS. FPS is fine for me as well. I'm just a bit nervous about the utilization. I'm at 80% CPU usage right now, and almost 80% on the GPU as well. So with the game and the stream and the recording all happening, it's almost at the brim of my specs, but it's actually quite great, the optimization, because all my threads are being utilized and everything is being maximized. Hey Sky, thanks for resub. 4 months now. Amazing stuff, man. Thank you, Gigi. Happy to have you here. Awful day. Oh goodness, hope we are able to make it a bit better. Let's feed some guys here. What did we have to do? Add feeding station, add toy enrichment. Okay. Mud bath. Alright, here we go. Why is it red? Okay, that can work. I'd like to place it somewhere. Okay, we can put it here.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now, our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a feral state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the
Technical
first thing
terms.
we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Love it. Loving the graphics here. Comes with reflections and everything. They seem to be drinking well. Seem to be liking the new stuff that they have. Let's see this guy play in the mud. Sorry to hear that. Hope she gets better soon. Yeah, hoping for the best, man. Utah DLC on release day. Probably not, because I have a couple of videos already that are lined up. And on Friday, on Clumsy Trucking, I am still deciding if we will be going... Oh, pooping alert! If we will be streaming ETS2, Grand Utopia 1.6, or Utah with Autocar. Autocar, I've been corrected. I've been saying Autoloader in the video and someone got really mad. Sorry about that. But yeah, right. So, poop is in the game. And this is actually what made me buy the game. There is an amazing feature here for cleaning up poop. I'm not sure if I can order one of our guys around to clean it up. But they do that on their own. I'm sure we'll see that later. Right there. Look at that guy having fun. Isn't he or she adorable? Very fresh poop. Yeah, just now. Autocar hype. She has through. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man.
Oh, before we actually start building our ostrich habitat, let's pause the game. Just click the pause button in the bottom right corner.
Will spacebar work? Not really. Different key, probably.
That's more like it. A quick break. Sometimes it's a good idea to pause the game whilst you're doing something which requires your concentration, because it'll stop the zoo spinning out of control while you're looking the other way.
And
Let's keep the game paused while we get this ostrich habitat
it's
built.
great for photo mode.
Okay. Job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat
Hades.
gate. After all, how else would the keepers
Exactly,
get in and
Hades.
out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Not because of poop itself, but because of the poop vacuum. There's a poop vacuum here in this game. And it looks so amazing when I saw it in the video. It's like, wow, that's the coolest thing in this game. Maybe not. Poop fascination. Exactly. Alright, let's... yeah, this is amazing for photo mode, the pause feature. Although, there is Ansel support as well. But I'm not digging so much the Ansel scrolling. It's not... it's a bit fidgety. Like if I go to Ansel right now, the scrolling is not smooth. Do you get what I mean? Like it's a bit fidgety. And it's nice because you can pause and add filters and all the other field of view adjustments. But I like the default camera, how do you say? Default camera smoothness, that one. It just is more organic to place things around like so. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see later. I'm sure we'll have a lot of opportunities to take photos. So what do we do? What do we do? Add a habitat gate. Okay, so that kind of snaps in through there. We just put one right here. Obstructed, okay. So we just... Okay, so apparently that connects here. And we can say that connects to the road right there. Perfect. Or not. Alright, now it works. Ah, because it faces the opposite way a while ago. Okay, fine.
Right.
There you go.
Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
You got to see it during the beta. I did not even get to play it during the beta. I was trying to, but yeah, I didn't. They didn't give me a key for it. Alright. I'm sure we can customize this more. Oh, you can change the height, I see. Or, you can change the length as well. I guess you should be able to. There is a tutorial here somewhere. So you can change that. What about this? No, I don't quite get it. Alright. It will need a bit of angle snap. The length, there you go. That's the length of the... So we can adjust it through here. I'm guessing there is a hotkey for this as well. So if you want to stretch this a bit more, you can do just that. Perfect. Bring it back to 8 meters and do it like so. Is it smart enough to connect? It is.
Good work.
Nice.
Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier. Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder. But
That's
seeing
cool.
as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
One sec. We can actually change it on the fly. I love it. Oh, that's amazing. Now that looks great, doesn't it? And I actually didn't listen to the lady, what she was saying, because I was so busy making this aligned. I actually have to pay for it if you adjust. Alright. Good luck, Hades. Doesn't have full control over the broom? Yeah. Not very realistic, this one, but very entertaining. Alright. Replace a section with glass. How do we do that? Maybe I should have listened to her. Because now I don't know what to do. Barriers. You probably are not seeing this part. My face is covering it. But let's see, okay. Let's put this there. Does that work?
There we go. Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation.
Oh, that's nice.
Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Oh yeah, surely will. I need that myself. There are keys here. Dang it, I just can't remember what those are. Sorry guys, I'm falling behind chat a bit, trying to get my bearings here. I guess we just place it like that. It looks like a trash bin.
Now, before we adopt our ostriches, you should click the play button. After all, if the game's paused, then so are our caretakers, which will make it a bit tricky for them to deliver the ostriches, eh?
Eh? Okay, let me catch up with chat for a bit. Change the brick wall for a glassware. Okay, thanks Alex. Glasswares for spectators. Setting off fireworks down the road. Still have an hour left at work. Oh yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
By the way,
love it.
As well as pausing the game, you can speed the game up by clicking on the fast forward button. It'll run everything at 2
Have a good
times
one,
and
Simple.
5 times faster.
Have a good night.
It can be useful, especially if you're waiting for money to accumulate
Hope
or
I
for
still caught
animals
you.
to be delivered to your habitat. Personally, I use it when I'm waiting for a brew to finish. Alright, you've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
I should listen to her more.
Let's get 4 of them in here.
I should listen to her more. Betting she's Canadian. Probably. Probably. There we go. Let's get the 4 ostriches in here. Send them in. They really do this one at a time. I guess normally you wouldn't do it in mass, so
While
that
we
should
wait
be
for them to
fine.
be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them.
Hey,
Add
Barry.
a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item.
Okay.
It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
A slow feeder. What is a slow feeder? You can put that there. I'm not sure how that works. But we can also put a trough in here. Well, a water trough somewhere on this side. How do you rotate stuff here, guys? Oh, there. That's the adjustment. I think Z is what I saw. Okay, there's Z. Yeah, there's a tutorial for the hotkeys. I can't quite remember how to activate them. Let's put everything here. I'll get back to chat in a bit. 1 second. There you go. Okay, that was
Good to
easy.
see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
They would break city limits.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the
Keeper hut.
keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to
You
make
know
sure
this,
the
Z.
keepers don't waste
Gee.
their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Eh, it's a word in the dictionary, for real? What is it defined as? So we need a keeper hut. Facilities. Which one is this? Keeper hut small, Planet Zoo keeper hut small. Okay, let's put a classic
You'll
looking
need to
thing.
rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
So that's the Z key. Uh-huh. Am I missing something? Where do we place it? Oh, there. Okay, apparently there's a spot there where they want us to place it in. So if we put it right, then it should... Yeah, there you go. Is there something like snapping here? Angle snap. Okay, there you go. I like angle snap. Yeah. For the OCD. But in this case, I don't think it works. I can take that. Looks fancy.
This
Looks-
keeper hut only has space for one keeper, but the
Blends
larger
perfectly
keeper
well
hut
with the
can
bricks.
allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time.
She
Oh,
wants to
but
watch the-
bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness. Negatively. In case that wasn't clear. Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Looks like the viewing area is working pretty well. Even though there's no food in here. Call keeper, call vet. Okay, let's focus on the objectives. Power the keeper hut. Rhea in your college. Slang dictionary. Ah, okay. What's a Rhea? I don't think I've ever seen one of those before.
Now, the reason
Transformer.
everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So, once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
I see. That's handy. It needs also a path going there, okay.
Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos. Let's get on to your next objective then.
Okay.
Bengal tigers. We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet. Head on over to the plot of land I've marked out. It's not too far away.
I want to take a look at these guys though. Smaller version of an ostrich. Ah. You have ostriches just near you, Alex. So they really go fast. They run pretty fast. Oh, the balloon. Oh, we can you can actually pop it. I'd like to try popping this, but I might make a child cry. I'm not that bad. Man, loving the graphics here. Beautiful. Okay. Locate the highlighted area. That's the guy.
Righty, your next job is to build a habitat from scratch.
Bit smaller
And
than an
concrete
emu.
and glass, I expect. So, go ahead and build it. Just make sure that the habitat includes that big hole we've dug. Oh, and don't forget to add a habitat gate to the barrier.
Oh, here we go again with the gates. I'll do that
Oh,
later.
and
I'll
make
do some
sure the
sightseeing
guests will
first.
be able to see the tigers.
Let's go and... So how does this work? This slow feeder thing. Ah, there we go. That's the one. That's the highlight of this game. The poop vacuum. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's amazing. That looks like it's working. Poop sucker. Oh, there's one more. Plop. One of the students in your course got... Okay. That kind of sucks. Let's see. So we need the habitat, we need the gate, we need the boundary, and we connect the habitat to the path. Okay. So we work with that. Let's see how this works. We start off, we make this a simple grid. Can I just not just like stretch it all the way? Make it like maximum. Oh, it's a bit too much. I'm sure there's a more intuitive way of doing this rather than moving the slider like so for it to fit in. I was expecting more like, you know, like just stretching it would, moving the mouse would stretch it as much as possible. More like probably got used to transport fever mechanics. Speaking of transport fever, that should be coming soon, shouldn't it? Now, I'm not sure. Oi! This is for Scotsman. Yeah, look at that. Let's include some folks in there. There you go. Comes even with smoke and everything. Love it. So I think once we find our spot like this, then we can go to Ansel. There. So we can just do some minor changes. And that can work already. Planet Zoo. And then I take photos of the train. Priorities. Poop vacuum. Oh yeah, that's going to be very useful. Poop scooper vacuum. Train. Make the college a no pet zone. Barriers. Alright. That's what we want. Did that train just pass by? Don't they use signals or something? Okay, let's see. Is that okay? Or do we have to really close it? I guess we have to close it properly. Something like that will work. Close it, please. That works for me. Not so scenic anymore though, because we hit those rocks. But fine. Okay, and then we need a gate. The gate would be... Maybe let's put that somewhere... somewhere here on the side? Because this would only be for the employees, right? Let's put that there.
Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so we should probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think?
Out?
The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier. Okay then, you should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode.
Barrier. Okay.
Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool.
Drag this widget. Ah, I see.
Now you've got all of the perimeter selected.
That's what it's for.
You can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards. You'll want to make sure it reaches a height of at least 3.7 meters.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And now that the habitat is in place, don't forget to put down a donation box near to your viewing areas. We need every dollar we can get.
What viewing area?
Especially as these tigers aren't exactly eating instant noodles for lunch.
What viewing area? Well, we can say this part and this part we make into that one, and this one you can make into glass. Like this entire bit right here. Does that work? It doesn't. Wait a minute. Maybe that's not possible. Maybe you can't do it for multiple ones? Or can you only have one? That doesn't seem to make sense. One sec. Let's do that again. So if I click this one, click that one. Probably not getting some kind of mechanic in here. Wait, one sec. Glass panels again. Donations, of course I need donations. One sec. Alright, let's put that right here on the corner. Oh, that's perfect. Right here.
Okay, that's the habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Good. But I still want to make this glass. Okay, they won't allow me anymore. Okay, this is very restrictive. But it's a tutorial, so fine. Bengal tiger. Fancy. One here. And one here as well.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival. We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Food tray. I guess they'll put meat here. Reminds me of Jurassic World. Let's put that there in the center, right?
Instead of adding a water bowl, let's try something different. Some animals need a pool in their habitat so they can go for a swim, but they can also use it to drink from.
It's very tiring.
Is make sure the banks of the pool have a gentle slope so they can easily get a nice, refreshing drink.
Goodness.
There's already a pool excavated, but you still need to fill it with water. You should do that by going into terrain and selecting the water tool.
Okay, alright, so we created we have like a dip there. So now what we do is we go and add water to it. Calm or rough? Calm water is what we want.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
So they should be able to drink and swim. Oh, that's so nice. They look cozy there. Hate this woman already. Frozen blood pumpkin. Rubbing pad. That looks nice. Let's put a rubbing pad right here. Side view would be nice, right? Okay, could probably scratch against that or something like cats do. Something like in here. There you go. And a frozen blood pumpkin. I don't know, somewhere there.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely the bad weather. Although
these
given that you're
guys.
in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
Oh, you can actually eat it. So it's a consumable. Well, they seem to be enjoying that one. And there's no more. Wow, they are hungry, huh? Habitat has moderate environmental welfare issues. Okay, so we need to also protect them from the rain. I guess what we can do is we can align this so even if they are in the shelter, the guys over at the viewing area will still see them. Something like in here maybe.
Oh, poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed. That's because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat.
It's a bit hanging.
Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Oh my goodness. Alright, have a good night, man.
Click on the terrain
Thanks for
tab.
dropping by.
That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
How? What do you mean? Terrain stamp tool. Wait. I don't quite get what she said. How do you know what they like? I missed that. Objectives. Increase terrain welfare to 100%. So we could say does that work? Smooth. Can you walk over to the tiger? This guy. Oh man. He looks fierce. Let the tigers out, they should eat. Maybe that's the finale. Wow. Brave soul. Oh, and then that gets refilled. And I guess this one needs to get refilled as well. She's not doing it though. Okay, but increase terrain welfare. Oh, there you go. So I drop that down and I see that they actually want more plants. So we can add terrain stamp. No. How do you add that? Painting. That's grass. Nature. There we go. There's nature. But we can't really add plants. They won't allow us. So the only thing we can do is to fix the other stuff. Terrain. Oh yeah! No. Undo. Good thing there's an undo button. Okay. Nature tab at the bottom. Yeah, it should be, but some reason they're not allowing me. So I think we can only modify the terrain itself. There's a balloon up ahead somewhere. There it is. Flatten to foundation. That works. Increase plants' welfare to 90%. So maybe if we add grass, they'll like it. I don't know. Long grass. Maybe they like the long grass. Let's add long grass here by the tree. They're liking the terrain less and less, actually. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like the long grass. Let's make that... okay, they like this much better. Look at the terrain score increase. They don't like the grass, apparently. So it's a bit of trial and error to see what they like. Wait. So they like long grass here. Maybe they like soil as well. Oh, they like that.
Right then. All
There you
animals
go.
need plants and trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or
my
Asia,
favorite.
Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat.
Where's it going? You have to take a photo of that.
Use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia. Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be
That's
covered
the
by those
highlight.
plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
And I know I'm not listening again. I'll have trouble with here later. But first things first, the highlight. There is a way to see what they like specifically. Ah, okay. That's great then. Maybe we can spot that. Dung Dyson, exactly. Didn't know Dyson had a new product. So how do you know what they like? If you look at this one, Supedia, maybe auto paint. Anyway, all right, we'll figure that out later. All right, so look different according to the biome. They behave identically. Don't distinguish between different types of rock, dirt, and sand. If an animal likes sand, both fine or coarse sand are acceptable. Okay. Alright, good to know. Plants welfare to 90%. So now we should have access to nature. And how do we know that they like it or not? Open the environment tab. Oh, that's the one.
Some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
Oh, that's nice. This is super detailed.
You can
Even
find
the
all
type
the
of
plants you
tree,
need
the
in the
shrub.
nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see. In this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
So tropical, temperate. Tropical. Is that the one? Am I getting this right? There's a hint at the top of their tab. Thanks. So if I look at terrain, yeah, this one. So exactly as land area. And this is, okay, I see now. There's a tab for it. Okay, same with the trees. Alright, good. So let's remove the ones that they don't like. Which one are you? Not from the same continent, so it looks very inorganic for them. That guy, let's remove that. And what else? Where's our tigers? And this bush. Can you not remove them immediately? Like, click through here. 3 of them. Wattle bush. So we remove that. That's the wattle bush as well. And also you. Okay, good. So no more problems, right? Okay. What they want is to have coverage. What is this? Land type and coverage is severely inappropriate. Alright, so we have the right types now, but we don't have enough. I think that's basically it. So we go and pick tropical or temperate. If we add like a banana palm right here, will they like that? I think it increased a bit. Wow. Kiralis would love this, huh? Coconut. They might climb that, so let's not put that near the edge here. Let's put this in the center. Seem to like that one. Let's put 3 there. And 3 on this side, so it doesn't look too... it looks a bit natural, right? Quite nice. And then... what else can we add? Thumb shot right there. So we go and pick... what is this elm tree? Wow. How about this one? Would they like that? It looks too large for this area though. Just a small one would be nice. Would it work though? Like a... tropical and temperate all together. We'll see. Let's put some shrubs. Birch tree. So many different types. Let's focus on tropical for now. Oh, you can really detail this. Oh, that looks so nice. Let's put some different stuff here as well. Whoa. They would love this. They are Bengal tigers, right? Yeah, this is something they would enjoy, I'm guessing. Let's put this behind their shelter like this. Something scenic. There you go. What bushes? That's the one we saw. Different types of... okay, that's the one I'm looking for. Something to cover up this... oh, I don't like that. It's floating. There you go. How are they liking it? Looking good. Looking good. So if I unpause, will it grow better? Yeah, looks like they're liking it. The corkwood tree is not right though, looks like. Oceania. Not from the same continent. Okay. My bad. My bad. So it should be tropical and from Asia. Isn't it? Okay. Elephant ear plant. We can take that. Yeah, that's mostly covered up, like camouflage. We can add another palm tree, a coconut tree right here. So they have some shelter. Let's see how the animals like that. Why are they hanging out there? Okay. They seem to really like the Bengal bamboo. So let's go and add that. Add more of those. This strip. If we can add that here so that it looks pretty realistic when they scratch against this one. And we can hide away the entrance through here. Like so. There we go. They like it. Elephant
They say
ear
that good
plant.
fences make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger. Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a
Apprenticeship.
hole in their fence.
Love it.
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't test that theory.
Right, let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
I have the tiger. Ta-na-na-na. Sorry, couldn't resist. Okay, looks like they are happy and suddenly plants are at 100%. So once you step into that coverage area, it's from 0 to 100 immediately. Good, alright. They seem to be liking that one, even though it's kind of hard to spot the tigers from here. Alright, locate the highlighted area. There it is.
Now then, just find one of the peafowls and select them to open their information panel. Then we can have a good gander at how they're doing.
Like a
Although
peacock?
technically, I suppose gandering would just be for geese. Expand their social welfare and we can get a bit more detail. Now, they've clearly got plenty of space and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right.
Oh,
So let's
they're
find
lonely.
out more. Click on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
Wow, you can really take care of them on a super detailed level, huh?
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
Surely. There you go. Well, they even have like badges here. What are those? I guess like a rating? Anyway, we are going to adopt them all. So... invalid destination, okay? Place that, and one more. Thank
Good
you.
work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Snow leopard. Yeah, we should spend more time just observing the animals. Like, what are in here? Zebra. Are they wearing rabbit boots? Just like in Hunter? Oh, and giraffes. I know there are some bonus animals as well with the deluxe edition. I think there were 3 once. Maybe we can get to see them as well here. Oh, that's a nice viewing deck. Smart move. Hey, Fasha. How are you?
Just like
Thanks for
people,
joining.
animals can
Ooh.
suffer from stress if things aren't quite right. You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards,
English.
they're a bit stressed by the lack of privacy.
Privacy?
You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
So they won't know that they're being seen. How sneaky. Okay. So we can click that guy. Barrier. That one is a one-way glass. You can't see it from your view, I guess. But if I click that,
of course, when an animal isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards, it's too hot, even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat. But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
I'm having a look. Yeah, it is one way, kind of. Semi. Yeah, it's just like very fuzzy from here, but much clearer on this side. Cool. So where is the heat map here? Okay. For temperature would be
here. As you
here.
can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat as chilly as we can.
Okay.
Luckily for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future. Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Okay, good. So as long as it touches the coverage area, which is well within the power grid, we should be fine. And what I really like about what I heard about this game is they are serious in the management aspect. I remember with Planet Coaster, that was my main gripe. It's mostly for creativity, but the management side is not too heavy. But this one, they said it's really serious management as well. So I really got interested to try it out. And cooler, okay. So we can place something in here. What is the coverage though? How large would it be? I guess we could make on there. And one there. And maybe one at home, like here.
You can find heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Even the cooling is pretty natural.
It'll
Look at that.
take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopard's terrain welfare.
It's
you see,
very
what
gradual.
the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
There are still some clipping issues. I think that has to be refined. But I'm not that nitpicky about clipping. I can let my imagination fix those things in the meantime. Yeah, look at that. Looks much better. Right? Increase terrain welfare to 100%. Okay, let's focus on that then. Let's go and find our friend. Where is he, by the way? Hey, Ratha! Yes! I saw you were my only friend on Steam who was playing this at the moment. Thanks for joining, man. You can sink coolers into the ground. Ooh, cool. Alright, let's... like that way? Ah. Fancy. Okay. Will they still work though? Let's have a look. So if we move that and move it below like so, and also this guy, this is like one of those this is like my my app where I can control the air conditioning, the thermostat, the digital thermostat. It still works, looks like. Cool. Only problem is, how do I click them now? If they're underground, how can I click them? How can I find them? They're too well hidden. That's a good tip. Yeah, it looks more seamless now. Thanks, Ata. Good tip. So there's just like smoking stuff there. Hey, Ron. How are you? Glad you're able to join. Hope you're into animals. This is one really heavy game. A loaded one. Only thing is I can't find our guy. Is he still alive? How do you... Zoo. Let's go to animals. What was he? Wow, we have so many. We have so many. This guy, the snow leopard. This lady, rather. Ulinyagan set. Okay. So where are you? Contraception? No. We can spot you. There you go. Ah, there she is. Sneaky. Is she happy? Ulin Yagan Tetseg. Uli Yagan Tetseg. Oh, that's hard. Maybe we should rename her. Animal rating is 5. She looks pretty happy. Why is it snowing here but not on the others? Maybe we should change the terrain. That's exactly what the stuff is asking for. So they don't like grass. Needs less grass. They need more snow. Okay, perfect. Now it's clear. Now I can understand. Snow. We can replace the long grass with snow instead. How are we doing there? Okay. I think the only thing left to do is to... Let me actually change everything.
All of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic.
Looking great.
Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
This is a nice detail. Look at this. Even if I put snow, because I don't have a cooler in this part, it actually melts. Amazing. Amazing. The level of detail they put in. Very nice. There's even like an info here. Cool. Dus Nevevo. Guess they have a different language here. Wherever we are. Looks like some donations are happening as well. Cool. And this one is... Oh, some audio guides. Cool. So yeah, we went there already.
This list shows you the animal's overall welfare.
So we can sort.
If something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button.
Oh my goodness.
I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay, great. Bye. See ya. Now we're on our own, finally. Alright, let us go to this guy. Isn't there a... Isn't there a character like this in one of the animated films? Has been in the box for too long. Goodness. Unbox him. Okay, there you go. Now let's try and care for you. Assets will have an outline when you go into edit more. Even underground. Edit mode. How do you go to edit mode? If I just go like this, or edit mode is here. Oh, that's the multi-select tool. Unboxing videos. Nailed it. Nailed it. Wait a minute. They mean to say that we do not have the chat window all this time? Like that chat window? I apparently did not show it. But maybe that's better, so you guys can see the game. But I don't think there's any tutorial left on the left side, so we can bring it back now. Let's just say that was purely intentional on my bit. There has been no chat window from the start. What a pro I am. If you go to the habitat, the assets might be part of a group that you click on and edit. If you simply go to place an item, it will show where the other assets are. Select habitat. And then we'll be able to see. I see. I think I kind of get it. Thanks, Rata. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Where? Let's go and focus on that first, one by one. Where? This one? Okay. Why? This is the bear. What are you guys doing? Oh, gotcha. Oh, pooping action. Why do we always have to take photos when it's pooping time? Let's do that. Attention. Oh, love it. Absolutely loving it. One more. Bit zoomed out. Good. Rumors of NVIDIA 3080 Ti first half of next year. Totally. That's great. Oh, that's great. Did you get your 2080 Ti already? Cleanliness is a disease risk. Why? Let's have a look. Let us have a look. So, you even see guest thoughts. Habitat needs cleaning and risks disease. So we can just call the keeper, right? Keeper and en route. Okay. So it's not really a problem on the on anything else. Just needs cleaning. So maybe the underlying cause there is there is no what do you call, staff room near enough. How do we take a look at that? So if we have staff room, I guess we have a lot of staff rooms, but maybe not enough staff. How do we know if it's enough? Is there still an open space? Oh, look at that. Reminds me of city skylines. Wind turbine thing. But isn't that something you put underwater or something? Animal is thirsty. Where? It's a snake. She's thirsty. How do we let her drink? Nutrition? Requires a keeper. I think we are undermanned. Let's go and hire some guys. After all, we are netting here. Hire staff. Oh, we're not allowed. Dang it. Okay, fine. Let's look at the welfare. Mika is not very happy. That's because they are very dirty, I think. Yeah, look at that. No, not that. This guy's cleanliness is 9%. Goodness. We need a keeper stat. Where are you? Chilling. Oh. No wonder. Someone's moonwalking. Wanting to upgrade, but you suspected the new card next year. 3080 Ti will be cheaper than the current 2080 Ti. Goodness. That's a win-win. Okay. I don't get it. This is not working. Yeah, we have a staff house right here. So maybe if we call one now again, maybe that works. Okay, someone has been called as well. Where? Okay, there he is. He's running. Let's follow him. Cinematic shot. With all the bobs. I think we just hired a slacker a while ago. That run. I see, less micro. Do we have an autosave here? I guess I should save it at some point. I think we do have an autosave. Good. They're running. They're running. Where are they? There they are. Clean them up, guys. I wonder how that works. Let's have a look. He just went in. And it's done? Oi! Oi! What the heck? Where is he going now? Maybe he's getting supplies or something. Can you go inside and check? Well, they're not en route. The guy is making coffee. No, there they are. Is that them? No, the guy is making coffee. He's on a coffee break. Looks like he's going to feed them first. Maybe. Okay, let's trust him. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Okay, he's working. Let's micro this a bit first. Once we get this stable, get our bears cleaned, then we can focus on other stuff. But man, 3080 Ti, that might make me upgrade. Goodness. Yeah, look at that. Can even hear flies here now. Spongent green smoke everywhere. Pouring in new stuff apparently cleans them up. There you go. Thank you, bro. Great job. Still not clean. Oh, look at this. Oh, that's cool. And now they can eat. I like that. But I like this even more. Fancy. Good. Alright. They are happy. Nice. I wish I took a photo of that. What do you call this thing? Large fixed roller feeder. Makes sense? Roller feeder? We have another guy here. Shouldn't this all be automated? That the keepers are getting fed and they are drinking enough. Let me see. That's a sprinkler. That's for watering, but can they drink from there? I guess not. They should be able to drink from here though. There is water, so why isn't our guy not drinking then? Requires keeper. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. Maybe she's stuck. But it says she has severe dehydration issues, so maybe she can't move anymore. What bug is that? They can't move on their own? Okay, let's not focus on that. Let's go to the animals, look at the welfare. It's the same guy though. Probably because he's thirsty and stuff. Alright, let's work on the zebras. Less micro, more on the other important stuff. Let's see. Habitat, terrain, and plants. Okay, this one. And also, it looks like they are not very happy. So let's fix the terrain first. What do they need? They need more short grass, more long grass, and much less soil. Okay, I can do that. So we can have like long grass somewhere here. That is indeed long grass. You can put long grass on the outer edges. Or maybe should be on the center, huh? Short grass here in the feeding area. You can increase the size as well and the intensity. Make it greener. Because they don't like barren areas. There we go. They're happy with the long grass. In here, with the trees, let's put short grass. Animal is severely dehydrated. Okay. Still have that problem. Alright, there we go. It's more like it. That would make them very, very happy. Okay, good. Terrain-wise, they should be good. They still need plants though. It looks like the beech tree is not really a good fit. That's a bug you need to deal with. Okay, alright, it looks like it got fixed. Either it got fixed or the animal died. I would know, I guess. I should know. If they die, right? There should be a notification somewhere. Remove the beech tree. There you go. How's it looking, guys? Right, we still have beech trees. A lot of them. Where? Oh yeah, all these. Goodness. Can I like select drag or select multiple items? I'm sure I can do something along those lines. Add. And then can I filter? Not really. Okay, never mind. Doesn't work like that. Let's do it one at a time. Remove all the beech trees. Looking good? How are you guys feeling? Still have to. Those sneaky guys right there. It's a bit unintuitive, this way of selecting. I'm guessing there should be something better here. The bracken and the Scots pine are also wrong. Okay. Here we can use our multi-selection tool. There you go. And also here, Can we deselect? As long as their meters are green, doesn't matter they have the wrong plants. They're not green on the plant side though. If you look at the zebra, oh yeah, that's true. So it's not that important. Actually, you're right. They are in the green. It's not ideal for them, but it's good enough. Okay, so I think they're happy enough with the trees that we removed. And what we just need are the enrichment. Food, toys, and interspecies bonus. Okay. Wowzers. Now everything is here. How do we know which one? We can focus on enrichment. And this one is saying species, food, enrichment. Can I just enrichment? Okay, there you go. Blood scent, bobbin. How do you know which one works for them? Piñata. The piñata kind of looks like zebras. I'm not sure if they will like that. Hey, Reyes. Thanks for popping by. Yes, Sims with animals for a change. Just bought this game today and I am loving the relaxed vibe of it. How are you doing? Thanks for your amazing map. Been having lots of fun with it. So if we look here, we might see that what that's for. If we find something for a zebra, does that work? Zebra enrichment. Okay, that doesn't work. Zebra. A rubbing pillar. Okay, seems to like that. Where's the viewing area? This one seems to be a viewing area. No, that's a barrier for the railroad. So actually, how can they be seen then? There's no view. No, here. Okay, good. So that's the overlooking viewing area, and also this one I just remembered, right? So we can add one here.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours. There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
Alright, gold objective. Hey Tesla, welcome back.
Sounds like you got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well,
let's have a look how that's...
purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh?
It's literal, they rub against it.
Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning. So, we're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee.
When something's itching, they go
as
here.
Strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously. But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals. But
one of the posts in the living room.
Somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet.
I'll definitely love that.
I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
You talk too much. The giraffe seems to be having a hard time how he's using the rubbing pose. It looks too low for him. Looks like he's rubbing something else in it though. Zebras might not reuse that afterwards. Head and shoulders for zebras. Hey KM. Door frame works nice as well. Glad you could make it. I actually had my hair cut. I have my hair cut every month or so. So Tom doesn't pick on me anymore. Yeah, just kidding. I am waiting for the vacuum poop though. Okay, so we are good. I think objectives wise we're good now. I think I don't think there's anything much to do here, so we can go back to the main menu and move to the next one. Let's save it first though, in case I was mistaken. And then you let me know if you prefer to try any of the other modes. If you want to go to the next career mode, the next mission, so to speak, try out some of the other modes or go sandbox. Let me know if you have any preferences. I look weird. Wow, thank you. People are very nice these days. Okay. So if we go to the career, there we go. Apprenticeship. That might be nice. Tutorial there. They sure like their puns, don't they? Apprenticeship, bare essentials, crater lengths. Goodness. Hair looks great. Thanks, Rata. In Philippines, they speak Filipino. You look like a zookeeper. Well, this is my avatar. That's as close as I can get. There are not a lot of options in there. Let's see, no uploads. Okay. Let's go and do that. I kind of like the apprenticeship thing. Tutorial. Simian breed, never want to be complacent. Bernard now wants to see what you can do in this most promising of locations. Yes, Tagalog. They call it Filipino now, but that's basically like Tagalog in English and a little bit more integrations. Filipino can be like Spanish. Yes, there are a lot of similar words because we have had hundreds of Spanish influence. But yeah, not purely so. Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
Welcome to Madagascar.
Ah,
It's quite
that
the change
view.
of scenery from dreary old England, huh? Apart from the weather, I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing.
Looks like we have some popping in
The zoo you'll be working
issues
in
as
is
well.
an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for
Soha.
apes, but for all kinds of species. But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet,
Man,
the
this
way
is
the
amazing.
world treats them is like, well,
Yeah,
very
amazing
much like
graphics
some of us
indeed.
treat our actual relatives.
Looks like my GPU is being pushed to its limits
That's
though. You
why I'm
might be getting a bit of
determined
lag
that our
there.
operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living. And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
What do
What
you
is he
think of
talking about?
Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway, this is Bernie's Primate Sanctuary. It's not just primates though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start by taking a look at the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play.
So
Come
it looks
on,
like
let's head over to them.
for this place in particular, my GPU cannot handle ultra graphics. I have to tone it down, otherwise you guys will be lagging all throughout. So let me do just that. Let me set the graphics to high. Looks like music is also a bit on the high side. So that. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Let's see, that works.
Red-ruffed lemurs are found in
Okay,
the
that works, I
rainforests of
think.
Massoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years. Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Are these guys? You haven't watched my vids? No problem. Yeah, I can completely understand. Red ruffled lemur. I know there's like a... You can open the Zoopedia, yeah, if you want to have more info. Like really all the stuff. Population in wild, critically endangered, oh my goodness. Yeah, so some real life stuff, some real life information. Species is threatened by habitat loss and hunting. They are over here in Madagascar. Yeah, super detailed lore. The word lemur is derived from the Latin word lemures, meaning spirits or ghosts. This is pretty nice. Research the species to unlock fun facts. Yeah, it's nice because all these are real stuff. And if you're an animal lover, then this is something you will definitely appreciate. Love that. Okay. Up next we have those guys over there. This is the lemurs. Here we have...
The Bornean orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in. And they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet.
Wow.
Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one.
Or bears.
Oh, why don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal camera.
Animal camera. Let's do that.
Aren't they just incredible?
Oh, they are.
When you're ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Look at that fur. This is not even with the maxed out settings. Goodness. Looks like your mother. Don't let her hear that. Man. Oh, there's one more here. This guy is much leaner looking. Looks very different. It's the same breed. Bornean orangutan. This guy is... yeah, it's the same. They look very different. This is a female. That was a male, I see. And this is a kid. Actually have young animals here as well. That's nice. I see. He walks on air too. Alright. Check this other one.
Oh dear! It looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Oh no.
And wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we do, we should box up the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
This
Now
feels
open
like
the
Jurassic
Animals
World.
tab. And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos. Now, we'll need a vet to recapture that
go.
escaped bonobo, but it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation.
They're all running
we'll
now.
need to hire a replacement sharpish.
Okay,
Go
now we
into the
get into
zoo
the staff
section
management.
and then into the staff management area. You can find all of your staff in here, but there's no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment. Hire a vet.
Hire
Now,
a vet.
click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo. Great. Now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc. Use the animal alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Over here on the left side. Dangerous animal has
And then
escaped.
click on the Call Vet button to call the vet over to capture it.
Okay, so you don't have to
Okay,
shoot it or
that's a
anything.
relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go fix up their habitat so they can't escape again.
Oh, actually
Head
they
back over
will.
there.
There you go. Now that can be a job for Jack and Alex. Drinks dirt. Looks better than Jurassic World. Yeah, I think they've improved since then. Run, Planet of the Apes. Close enough.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed. Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously. Let's get this one replaced.
Where?
Select the barrier and then we'll edit it.
Oh, this one.
Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
Edit barrier. We delete it. And then we extend it.
Good. Now that
Easy
we've done
peasy.
that, we need to make sure to add climb-proof barriers to the top. That
Oh.
way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
That's interesting. What is that?
Okay, so go into the options section and select which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And
So I-
don't get it wrong. We're more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in.
It's actually pretty smart, huh? That's just a piece of metal, I think, so they cannot hang on to anything. So click that. Climb options are here. Curved barrier top or climb proof. There we go.
Nicely
That's the
done.
one.
And I think it's high time we unbox those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
Nice.
Select the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Okay.
And then open the animals tab.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, click on unbox all animals to let them out. I
There we
expect some of
go.
them are fair bursting for the toilet.
Sorry about that, guys.
So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too. We'll need to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts. You see, mechanics
How you fall
do
asleep
all
every
sorts
night.
of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most
Goodness.
important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers. Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack, crumble, and fall down. And before you know it, we'll be overrun with escaped animals. Go into
Where?
the zoo section and then into the staff management area again. Hire a mechanic and then click on a path to place them in the zoo.
Okay.
And then click on the path again to hire a second mechanic. As you can see, you don't have to go back into staff management if you're hiring lots of the same type of staff member.
Good. That's good to know. Bare essentials.
Gosh, we
unlocked.
have been
Nice.
busy, haven't we? Good work there. I'm off for a cuppa. Oh, I think Bernie wants a word with you.
Oh no, here we go again.
Oh, I hear you had a bit of an issue with an escaped bonobo. The main thing is that you dealt with it swiftly, and more importantly, without the animal stealing someone's clothes, putting them on, and then walking out of the front gate.
I think this is one of the ones
You
included
see,
in the
another
DLC.
key responsibility
A
for our
hippo.
vets is animal research.
Not sure if this
Researching
one exactly,
animals
though.
allows vets to unlock new enrichment items, additional information for our education resources, enhanced breeding programs, and improvements to food quality. Oh, the animals' food, not the vets. It'll take more than a research grant to improve the staff canteen. Anyway, as you can see, research is a key part of running your zoo. In order for a vet to undertake research, they require a research centre. And once again, that's something that this zoo is missing.
What are they doing? Is
So
it
let's build
smelly
one.
or
I've
hot?
marked out an area for you to
They're
put
all
it.
doing like that. Maybe if we click them, we'll see what they're thinking. Zoo ticket price is fair. Good view. Very spacious. Nothing about that looks like. Scorching out here. Okay, there you go. It is hot. Can we add something there? I don't think that will be part of the thing though. Alright, what was the lady talking about again? Okay, here we go.
Now, you've probably noticed that there's already a building where I want you to build the research centre. Don't worry. You see, the building that's
Too much
currently
talk.
there is actually a hollow shell. So we're able to place our new building inside of it.
Goodness.
If you select the research centre for placement and then hover over the shell, you'll see that it asks if you want to add the research centre to the existing building.
Interesting. Nice
Okay,
mechanic.
click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
What was she saying about adding to an existing building? Can I just click it that way? That doesn't look right. Select group 72 to add to. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we can add it. Alright, that makes sense. So if we add that, ensure auto stacking is off to make placing the research center easy. Auto stacking is off. So we can rotate, we can raise and lower. Okay. I don't think it works. Let's try something else. If I rotate it first, exit. If I rotate it first like that, in here. Yeah, Thursday night. I don't quite get it. Okay, one sec. We go there. Select group 72 to add to. Okay. And then how does this work exactly? Angle snap, reset height, align to surface, position snap. Alright. Have a good night. Catch you next time, man. Can I click it there? Ah, the land extends. I see, I see. I don't want it that way though, because it's the opposite way. Ah, here you just press Z now. Okay, that makes sense. I was holding it and moving the mouse, but apparently in this mode it doesn't work like that. Okay, so let's just do that then. Exit. And then we can say protesters have arrived at your zoo. Oh no. We can add what is that? Is there like an eyedrop tool so we can copy? I guess it's this one. That's a different one. Yeah. Let's just put the basic one here. Okay. Terrain too uneven for placement. Let's flatten that then. Oh yeah. No. Does that work? No, it does not. Okay, let's undo that. So that one we're sure we need. We can go like remove the old one and place the new. Let's see. Build a research center. And I need to connect that here. If we move it, we can say like that. Okay, that one works. I'm not sure if we can place a path there though. Let's try. Nope, doesn't work either. It's a bit clunky. Takes some getting used to, I guess. What we can do as well. Do we really need it to be? Let's replay the dialogue.
Click to add it to the building. Oh, but that won't place it in just yet, though. First, we'll need to rotate our research centre so it automatically connects to the path when we place it.
Okay. Oh, that one? Oh, that was what they wanted.
Splendid work.
Okay,
Now
right
that we
there
have a
inside.
brand spanking new research centre,
Goodness,
we can give
alright.
our vets something to do in there. Oh,
So that was
by
just
the
the
way,
housing.
It's worth noting that the vets will only do research when they're not required to do any other jobs. That said, you can change what jobs a vet does via their information panel. But let's not worry about that just now. So, let's get our vet researching ring-tailed lemurs. Go into the
Alright.
zoo section and select Vet Research.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo, and also all the potential diseases that can occur.
Yeah.
Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
Okay. Which vet? Oh, this guy. So we drop him there. Alright, that makes sense.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat. Let's head over there and add some, so our guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
Okay. I guess that's the thing we saw with the snow leopard. Here.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Okay. Education board would be right here. Yeah. So we place it on a stand like align to surface. Ah, I see. Guess we have to flip it around somehow. Does it work like that? Maybe that way. Does it work? Yeah, it did work. There's nothing there. Hey, Ig! Thanks for 2 months, man. Hola! How are you?
And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur.
Glad you could make
Although
it.
I'm sure that last part was obvious. When you link an education board or a speaker to an animal,
There we
you need
go.
to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the guests will get confused and won't learn as much.
Makes sense. So here we can add one more, like over on this side. And let's place it on the edge like this.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about. Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
There you go. Ring-tailed
Okay,
lemur.
now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, one thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
Okay, makes sense. So we can put one right here and one right there. Yeah?
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
Okay. That doesn't look very nice, being plopped on the ground like that. But fine. Maybe it's better on the stand or something. This one, it seems like a football, soccer ball.
Fantastic! Oh, it's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it. Ooh,
Do we have?
It looks as though
We do.
our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs. We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
Okay.
Go on, collect your research rewards.
Nice.
Just so you know, vets will continue to research an animal even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
Doing good, Ig. Just checking this out.
Now that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs. Some
New game.
animals, like
Planet
lemurs,
Zoo.
will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame.
Interesting.
Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel. Next, click on the
There.
Terrain tab. Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch. By the way, it's not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
Makes sense. I closed the chat window for now so you guys can see the objectives. It does look good. Very different type of game than the ones I usually play, but I'm loving the variety. So open the habitat section and climbing frames and enrichments here. Climbing frames are here, and then we pick one. Climbable platform. Now we need 46 square meters. We only have one so far, but we have this gigantic one, which I think they will really enjoy. So let's see how we plop this down. Okay, move it down like so. I think that works quite well. Let's make sure not anything is hanging. I can go with that. Or that.
Oh, that's a
There we
great
go.
climbing frame for them. They're going to absolutely love it. Do you know what
Perfect.
would make them even happier, though? Nicer food. But that's true of all of us, though, isn't it? You can unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on. Let's bring up the
Interesting.
habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Okay.
Lovely. Now select the Animals tab. There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here. Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Makes sense.
So, a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten. Now,
All
I
right.
think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild.
Whoa.
You see,
Why?
when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release? Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old. They'll also need to be fertile. After all, the idea is to repopulate the wild, so the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them.
That's the
Now,
thing.
conservation credits are vitally important.
That's
They're
what
the
you get out of
lifeblood
it.
of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals. And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality. So, with that in mind, let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
These guys. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like you to find Agung, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please. You can either
Agung.
click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the Animals tab in the Habitat Information panel, and find him in the Animals list.
That's cheating. I want to find him. There we go. That's Agung. 5-star orangutan. I found him. Release him to the wild. Is it a him? Yes, it is. 1171. Oh, happy for you.
I know it's sad to see him go, but he'll be happy out in the wild.
Poor
And
thing
he's
needs
a
coffee.
wonderful
I need more
candidate for
coffee.
release. Young, strong, and fertile.
Good.
Excellent work there. You've definitely got potential, you know.
Alright. On to the gold.
Ah, I see you've been doing
Oh,
some
crap.
homework. Although, it hardly seems like work when you're learning about something as adorable as a ring-tailed lemur. I imagine I'd have got
look
much
at that,
better
there's a
grades at
cinematic
school
view.
if there'd been less algebra and more aldebra. Tortoises.
Please.
Okay, so far we've done a lot of work with habitat animals, but now it's time to learn all about exhibit animals. Let's build a brand new exhibit. I've marked an area for our new exhibit. How about we head over there?
This one I like, the cinematic camera, like this one. That's super nice. But one thing we need is to hide the HUD. Let's see. Hide. Can you have a proper search function? No. HUD. Menu. Okay, nothing. Viewing modes. Where is the photo mode? Okay, fine. What we can do is instead go to Ansel and take a photo like this way. Yes, take a wide field of view. Oh, beautiful. Goodness. That's a bit too wide though. You're getting that fisheye effect. So that one can be something we can do. Looking great. Let's also take one from here. Good. He can be eaten by a lion or something. I know, right? That's nature for you. Tequila. Tequila works very well too.
Now let's build a new exhibit in the gap that's been left. Just add it to the building like we did with the research center earlier. Then pop it into the gap.
Now I know how it works. This one. Exhibit A.
Perfect.
There
the
you go.
next thing to do is adopt an exhibit animal to go in there. How about a Gila monster? Open up the exhibit trading section and
what?
adopt one.
A Gila monster. What the heck is that?
Just as we do with habitat animals, we need to send the Gila monster to the exhibit.
There he
Click
is.
on the exhibit to send it there.
Gila monster.
When you send an animal to an exhibit, it'll automatically be given the correct setup. But that doesn't mean it's completely ready for them. So let's finish it off.
Okay.
We'll start by adding some enrichment items.
Big ugly
Click on
lizard.
the exhibit to bring up its information panel.
We'll see soon how it looks exactly. Click it.
Good. Now click on the layout tab.
Well. Here?
Oh, well,
Okay.
it looks like we've only got the enrichment level 1 items unlocked at the moment. Never mind, let's turn on at least one of them for the Gila monster. As I'm sure you know by now, you can unlock more enrichment levels
Nice.
by having one of your vets do some research. Now we'll also need to set the temperature and humidity in the exhibit. These are vitally important for keeping our Gila monster happy and comfortable. Click on the Climate tab.
Where's the
You
guy?
can see the Gila monster's desired temperature and humidity. You can
at that
change
guy's
both
hat.
of these by adjusting the dials below. Make sure it's going to be nice and cozy.
Humidity. So can we lessen that? Yeah, it works. 35%? No. Let's see. Around 20%. 22. That's nice. That's very realistic.
That's the ticket.
Actually
And the
do
last
it
thing we
manually
need to look at
and
is
see if
setting
it's
up the
good.
different windows. So click on the Windows tab. You can edit and customize any of the windows on an exhibit.
This
A
is so
window can be closed
customizable.
and blank or have a 2-dimensional background, or even a 3-dimensional background on it. Why don't you have a play around with the options?
Window 3. Where's the guy? You guys see it? I don't see it. Where the heck? I don't think it's here yet. Let me cheat a bit. So if I go to animals, I select that guy. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's well, he's there. Oh, there he is. There he is, sneaky little guy. Yeah, cool. Okay, I like that. But I don't like it, but I like that feature. Okay, windows, we can... what does this do? 2D facade, 3D facade. Close the window.
There's also an exhibit education board. Pop them down near your exhibits to teach your guests about them. Let's add one now.
What is this facade for? I don't quite get it. Let's say 3D facade. Oh, you mean here? So it's the facade here in the inside. I see. So some kind of background. I see. I see. Okay, makes sense. Or we can make it a window. Okay, good. Let's put an education board. Where was it again? Here. Education board. That's the one. So we'll place one here on this edge. And also one here on this side. Like so. Okay.
Just like the education boards and speakers we put down for the ring-tailed lemurs, you'll need to link these to the Gila monster.
It's actually pretty smart. It detects what the animal is nearest to the
Lovely
board.
stuff. Now our guests can learn all about our venomous friend here.
Oh, it's
Right,
venomous. Wow.
Now, I've got a bit of a big job for you. I need you to increase the number of species in the zoo. You'll probably want to adopt both habitat and exhibit animals to do so, which will mean building plenty of new habitats and exhibits for them. Go on, off you pop. I'll check in with you when you're almost done.
What is this? 3 items over 1 species. Okay. More lemurs. So what do I need to do? Have at least 12 species in the zoo. Right now we only have 9. Okay. How do we know which one is occupied? That one's occupied, that one's occupied. Where are these guys? Oh yeah, it's isn't this guy the guy from the Lion King? What's his name? Mufasa or something. A mandrill. Andy. Yeah, the blue shiny butt. Oh, the Dyson poop vacuum. Rafiki, there you go. Rafiki. Mufasa is the... Who is that? Is that the bad guy? Wait, that's me. Looking good. So if we look at animal trading, we have lots of stuff here. So we want different species, right? 12 species, okay. So right now we have lots of different... so this is tapir, bonobo, hippo. What don't we have? We have to look in our zoo. What do we currently have? We have, in terms of species, we have bonobos already. Gila monster. We have hippos already. Mandrills. I don't think we had the tapir, so we can get those. But I would want to understand first how we can look at that. There's even a source. If it's from rescue, if it was from a breeding program, private zoo, a pet. I think I want the rescue. They deserve a better home. But we need to study them first. Beard tapir. Endangered. So these guys are from Latin America, looks like. And these guys are expected to live up to 24 years old. And they are fertile all the way through. Looks like from 3 years onwards. Fun fact, Baird's tapir is the largest land mammal in Central America. Closest evolutionary relative. Cool. Okay, so we need a home. How do we know if they're compatible here though? Let's see. If we click this and see the animals, okay. So we have these guys. View animal management. No, I don't quite get it. I think we can... Let's have a look. Well, we do have some open areas. And I think we can build on those. We don't need them to share with anybody else. Yeah, we have some open areas here. Or one open area here, actually. So we could build a barrier here. Wait, let's see. We have hippos in this area. Right. Yes, 2 hippos. Not very good though. But yeah, here we can place something. Let's try that. So we will need some kind of red brick. I think something wooden would be nice. Concrete, glass, wood logs. Yeah, wood logs would be cool. Would be very much in theme. Okay. So we could have something like here in the center. Maybe it doesn't need to be that large, huh? We can worry about it later. We can adjust as needed. Let's see if that works. You can curve it, right? You guys told me you can curve it. How does that work? Terrain relative. Yeah, fine. Let's worry about that later. Close. Good. Alright, so we have that one. If we hire... we also need a gate. A gate could work like maybe here on this side. Hey, yeah, that's the opposite way. And then it can be right here. Something very basic, just to get the hang of things. There we go. What is that? Adopt. Oh, you need like interesting. You can get this for not cash but using the conservation credits. That's cool. Reading program. Yeah, we can get this guy. Let's see. Alright. I know it's very plain for now, but maybe we can find some alternative later. Let's adopt 2 of them. See if that works. This is Chief Beef. Where? Oh, here. Okay, I see. So we can actually make something else here once we get it. Alright. Animals. Didn't we have 2 of them already? In transit to habitat. There you go. Let's go and look where they are. There they are, running. With the broom and with the box. Place them a piñata. That might just work. Okay, let's see. Let's yeah, the guy will not be happy when he gets here. A new animal, there we go. It's not very happy. He is not very happy. Okay, habitat wise, he needs a hard shelter and a plant, but in terms of the space, does he have enough? He does need a water area. Land area is more than enough. Actually, he only needs like half of this, so that's good. But yeah, they need a water area. So what we can do is put some water here. Maybe half of this can be water, or maybe I don't know. Let's see. What's nice is we can actually make this. We can see up till where. That one. Calculating. There you go. Perfect. That actually looks pretty good. That actually looks pretty good. Although, that is quite troubling. I'm not sure if that's airtight. Or water. It doesn't look like it. Let's click. Edit barrier. Let's have a read. This is not watertight. Okay, it does say not watertight. So does that mean it will eventually go off there? Alright, so that means maybe we can just increase the soil there, because this means that will eventually break. That's what I'm getting. Is there like a status, a health? Let's see, what is watertight here? A brick is watertight. But okay, let us do something. If I change the terrain, I increase this. Pull, chisel, roughen, let's pull it. A very small area. Is that working? Doesn't look like it's growing up, does it? Doesn't this... yeah, that works like that, but I guess it doesn't work if there's a barrier in there already. Dang, okay, let's remove that then. Can we remove the water for now? Because what I'd want to do is bring this up a bit, just to prevent this from touching the wood. That way. Right. And then we... yeah, that's very subtle. Let's smoothen this out. We need to push that down more so that we have a clear water level in here. And then smoothen that out a bit. Does that work? And then if you put water there, how does that look? Yucks. I can place a jacuzzi. That should work as well. Okay, let's have a look at these guys. Okay. Yes, that looks good. They don't like the grass though, so we have to change that. What they like is really, let's see, sand. We can put more sand in. Coarse sand here on the beach. That looks nice. Yeah, that looks more natural to them. Looks good. Alright, they like that. And then we could also add more rocks here. Rough rocks. Remove the green, they don't like the grass. Looking good. Looking good. Right smack in the center. But they need hard shelter, which I'm not sure what that is. I'm guessing... Oh, look at the social. Stress. Distressed and trying to hide. Okay, I guess we need like shelter. Habitat. Let's put in tapir. Okay, there's nothing. All tapir. If we go to shelter, we need a hard shelter. Let's see, wooden basic shelter looks good. They're all looking there. So we can put, yeah, this one should work. Just have it like, it's any place you'd could do it is okay. Does that look good? Hard shelter, it's not that good yet. Protesters have arrived at your zoo. What now? Can I add it to there? Okay, not really. Looking good. Alright, there you go. That doesn't look quite good there though, a bit hanging. But we can, I think, smoothen that out. Oh, no. Don't auto paint. Sample would be that one, and then use that here. There you go. I can go with that. Alright, how are they working now? Social, they're still not good. Animal is distressed and trying to hide. Social, what's the problem? Population is perfect, but they're trying to hide and they cannot. So what's missing? Plants. Tropical temperate grassland. Let's go and put in grassland stuff. I guess some bushes would do them good. Put some baobab trees. Whoa! Okay, that might be a bit too large for this area. Yikes. Candelabra tree. That seems to look pretty nice. Foxtail palm. Man, I could really spend the entire day just fiddling with these. I'm not the most creative person in the block, but I am really enjoying these options here. Just mixing and matching like so. Not really a plant though. Can you make that smaller somehow? No, I guess that's fixed. They don't want to be seen right now by guests. Alright. That's the thing. But they're always seen because it's overlooking. So how do they hide? I guess we need like a shelter that really... Okay, let's put in a tree. Let's see if they like that as a start. Let's put the candelabra tree right here. They don't really like that. Not from the same continent. Oh, dang it. That should be Africa. Okay. My bad. Filter that as well. Continent would be Africa. And there should be grassland. Grassland, tropical or temperate. Hawthorn acacia tree. They don't like that either. What's wrong now? Oh, no. Should it be Africa? Should it be South or Central America? Sorry, my bad. Chose the wrong one. Yeah. You got that right, Arias. South and Central America. Oh, why do I have that? There you go. There you go. Alright, that's something we can go with. Broken yellow stuff. Maybe those rocks don't fit in anymore, huh? So much. Can we have a mangrove in the middle? I think that's too small. What else can we put in? Looks good. I like that. Oh my goodness. Swiss cheese plant. All these names. And we have a huge bush where they can like maybe hide. Ooh, goodness. Oh, something for a variety. Different color tree. Let's make this hidden. Let's put one more right there. Does that look good? Still not enough. Okay, let's put some more. Oh, I don't like the mangrove. Lilies, yes, lilies. Let's put in some lilies. Maybe small ones though. Shouldn't those be floating? I don't know. You can make enclosures with terrain and use null barriers. Using water for non-swimmers or cliffs can make a more natural habitat. Ah. So you don't need always the walls. You can use the rain as the barriers. I see. Align to surface, I think we need to turn off. How do you rotate it? Huh? Not really the best. Rotate. Move. Position. Oh, the help is not very helpful. Placement controls, that's the one. Advanced move. Yes, I think I need advanced move there. Rotate. There we go. Move it like that. Perfect. I like this. And then from there, close enough, I guess. Yeah, close enough. Hey, super. Gorillas punch through concrete walls. My goodness, can that really happen? Wow. Yes, that will help, Rata. Sure thing. Look for an enclosure for them to rest in. There should be one, but I guess they need some kind of private space. Well, we can use some kind of terrain, right? If they want to hide, they can hide from here. Bedding. How about the bedding? Like there. I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, let's fill this up. Good. Coconuts. There we go. Looking good. It's a bit too large. Bent one. That would be nice. That looks very tropical. There we go. Bare minimums. And one last tree. A bush right there. Okay, they're happy. They're happy with that at least. Okay, but okay, looks like their social is increasing as well. Stress levels are going down. Let's have a look. Do they have a padlock or a bed for them? A paddock or a bed for them to rest in? Now they do. And now it looks like they're working. Yeah, looks like they're liking that. So I think trees are enough for that need to get fulfilled. But they don't have food, I'm thinking. So we need to put food for them. Food, water, they should have enough there, right? Food trough, they should get something. I guess a medium one should be enough. And when they eat, they can eat like in here. There you go. And feeding station, water station, we don't need that. Enrichment items. Let's see, toys. Of course they need a rubbing pillar. Right here. In front view. That's not very scenic. And I also might like a small ball. Right there. Nothing fancy. Facebook and Instagram. From your beta zoo. Thanks, Rata. Let me open that. Oh wow, that looks great. Wowzers! How long did it take you to make these? Goodness, now that looks very natural. Nice. Go and check out that link, guys. You won't regret it. Enrichment wise, let's have a look. Species, food enrichment. Let's see. They have some stuff already. They're getting happy with that. Herb scent marker enrichment. I'm not sure what that does. Let's put that here. In a cardboard box, whatever that's for. That's for you. Food enrichment. Large barrel feeder. Oh, this one I like. This one let's put here. Maybe it doesn't make sense. It looks a bit too cluttered on that side though, so let's put something here. It's affected by physics and everything. Okay, looks like they're good. Hard shelter. Insufficient shelter space. Really? Someone is snoring. Oh, this guy doesn't have a bed. I see. I see. Okay, we can put one right here in the middle. Yeah? Does that look good? Maybe they can't access this anymore for some reason. I don't know. Smoothen it out. Yeah. No. Okay. Beautiful enclosures indeed. So any tips on the habitat, guys? This hard shelter thing. I think they need something like this, right? But they have large ones already. And then can they just make it work? The shelters are unusable. So they want more roof. Ah, okay. No. Well, we can use that one here. Like that? Okay, there we go. Now they like it. It's a bit inaccessible though. I'm not sure if they can fit in there. Oh, perfect. They seem to like it though. They seem to like it. Yeah, not the best landscaping in here. Roof over their bedding and sleeping area. Okay, gotcha. Makes sense. What is this? Vet research is incomplete. Thank you. I don't think there's anything more to discover. Oh, there is. There's one more. Okay, let that be. If you move their bedding, you might not need just. Okay, let's try it. Let us try it. So if I get rid of this, they'll be unhappy again. But if I move their bedding, this one, if they move it here, right, and also this one, you guys can sleep next to each other. Yeah? How does that look? Oh yeah, you're right. Not as good, but much better. If we edit, move it outside like that. Does that get any better? No, they don't like that at all. Let's put more beddings. I don't know. That seems to work. Just a bit. Yeah, I think they still need a bit of shelter. Somehow, that's not enough for them. Guys, are you feeding them already? Okay, because they are getting really, really hungry. Where did my guy go? I think he fell off the earth. Oh, there he is. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's place one more hard shelter here. They need roofs. Wait a minute, suddenly... Okay, yeah, still. Just a bit more here. Just a small one. Just to make them fully happy. Okay, you guys good? Alright. We're happy. Caves work as hard shelter too. In that middle photo of that link, no structures. Ah, that's great. So they can actually recognize, the game can actually recognize if it's, even if it's organic, huh? Nice. Low welfare. What's your problem? Exhibit. Okay, temperature. Animal is too cold. Okay, let's see what you need then. Hey, yeah, yes, right. Sorry about that. There you go. Right in the middle, 40 degrees Celsius. Man, that's your ideal temperature? Goodness. That's hard. Layout. So let's have a look. How do you make this work? Exhibit layout is partially providing enrichment features. But I don't think we have much to spare here. Layout, we've already checked it. Okay, so he does like that, but we need to research this one. Just made caves outside of the public for that whole African group enclosure. That sounds really cool. Yeah, you can really dig deep into this game, huh? Research is complete again. Nice. So I think we finished that. We can go and discover more from the monster. Yeah, the monster. And see how that can work. Alright, so we have how many now? Species? 10? We need 12. Alright, so maybe we can do away with some exhibits. I saw an open area here, right here. So we can actually have this as an exhibit maybe? How do you make that again? Exhibit. Barrier. Facility. You know what? I forgot how you put that in. There it is, okay. Okay, let's put that. And then, what kind of animal can we get for that? Let's see, tapir, hippo. We all have a lot of hippos already. Mandrills we have as well. Lemur, ring-tailed lemur. We have that. A western chimpanzee. We don't have much else though. An elephant will fit well. Goodness. So I don't think there's any available one for exhibit. But what we can do is go to the area for apes, was it? Is it here? Who do we have here? Yeah, these guys. Yeah, these ones. Let's have a look at their social. So they seem to be able to accept more. I'm just not sure if they're open to having a different primate in here. They might not mix very well, but we can try. I did see some chimpanzees. And if it doesn't work, we can always get him away. Alright, let's see. Custom seizure. Oh, that's so sad. Small one though. Female. Private zoo breeding program. Let's get this guy, this lady. Test it out first. If that will make them happy or not. What happened? What happened with the tapir? Didn't quite get it. Are they okay? They're okay. They're perfect, actually. Lots of guests, lots of income. Looks pretty good. But where's my chimpanzee? Look at them having a meal right there. Oh man, you can just immerse yourself, huh? Oh, there's our new guy. They might fight though. Let's see how he's doing. Social group. Too few adults in... Okay, hey, they need more. We need more. It makes sense. Serious injury discovered. Where? Here? What? What injury? But we just got him. Injured. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, yeah, well, call the vet. So we'll need to do some stuff here. Need to add more chimps. Can I search here? Okay, Western chimpanzee. This one's a male. It's a bit sickly. It's fine. Where else? Rashid. Latifa. Longevity. That one might work. Wait a minute, why cannot visiting expired? Okay, fine. Dang it. Not many good options. You can go with this lady. Okay, let's see. How are you doing? Bit sad. We need some enrichment. We need some hard shelter. Let's see how they interact with each other. I don't think they mind, huh? I don't think they mind. Social is good now. Getting much better at least. Back with guns. No, 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 no. We need enrichment is the #1 priority. Okay. Enrichment items for chimp. There we go. They seem to be happy. Now they need some kind of food stuff. Oh, that's a lot. Food stuff first. Let's say those are the bonobos territories, right? Whoa, it's empty now. Okay. Let's worry about that later. Suspended forager. What is that? Yeah, they seem to like that one. And then let's put a roller feeder right over here. There's a nice spot. Over here would be nice. Eeh. No, 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 no. Way ugly. Not the best smoothing logic. Oh, this one right beside here would be cool. Perfect. Love that. And then they need some toys as well. What happened there? What happened with that guy? Unbox animal. Why are those getting boxed? Can they not share? I am not sure. There's something wrong with what I did. Animal is thirsty. You'll get the hang of it. Waiting for dark then sneaking in. So we have the bonobos here. Where the heck are my chimps? So we have animals 3. Yeah, Western chimpanzee 3. And then we have 7 of the bonobos. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. We can get them grade 2 food quality as well. That's great. And then where are you? I think these are the bigger ones. Yeah, this one. Yeah, they seem to be doing fine next to each other. Social group. Oh, we still need more. Goodness. Okay. That's a work in progress. Toy enrichment. Okay. A mirror mobile. How about getting a musician in here? Having them play for the folks right here. There you go. Why are they getting boxed? Maybe you cannot share. It might not be possible to share. Probably. Beauty of night vision. Goodness, high-tech stuff. Yeah, so we'll have to learn more about how that works. In a food plate, drops for each food type and habitat if it's shared habitat of multiple species. Would you know why they're boxing themselves up here, Ratha? Are they not allowed to share? Hey, Rai. Thanks for joining. Made it just in time before we end the stream. Okay, let's have a look. How many species do we have? We have 11 now. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Where? This one? Yeah. Please have it cleaned. You had a group of species all eating level 1 hay. Oh, because it didn't eat fruit. Wow. I see. But yeah, why are they boxing themselves up here? Seems weird. Okay, where is that? Here, okay. No one has boxed themselves up yet. Just yet. Does that look good? Where are the chimps? Okay, that looks good. Hard shelter is improving. They need more toys. How does this work? Oh, looks like someone's playing. If you can call it that. Oh, there you go. What a fun activity. You have Beethoven right there. Just scattering these all around. That looks good. Come on, Prince. Oh, they boxed themselves up again. Yeah, I don't think they mix. I'm not sure how you determine that. But it looks like they won't. Dang it. Okay, we'll figure that out next time. But yes, for now, it's time to end the stream. But it looks like the business is booming. Look at that humongous guy right there. Wow. Goodness. You're a big fella. Let's take a photo here. Oh, look at that. Just nudging it a bit. And he gets to eat. Shoot its nose. Oh my goodness, no. No. Can't have that. And it's even possible to have these winding roads like this one here. Cool, huh? Oh yeah. Amazing. Oh, these bridge shots. I know, right? Bridge shot for the win. That one. Oh yeah. Filled with people though, not so scenic. Everyone's punching up there. Really need a drink. Okay, but anyway. Alright. Let us save here, guys, and then we will probably continue next week. Oh, okay. I can actually save it. Where's Zoo? So thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys on Friday for some trucking, and let me know if you prefer US trucking or European trucking. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. GG, man. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Jack, Arias, KM, Rai, and whoever else might be in the stream. Utah! More than happy with that. And this time with the auto car, not auto loader. There you go. Have a good one, guys. Clumsy zooing. We'll see. Thanks and bye-bye. Have a nice day.